this one. Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is amongst the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. We know you got our back, and we got your back too, man. Denver, Colorado all day, brother. We're definitely going to hook up with you. Much love to Carnival Spirits for putting us on as well on this YouTube, man.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos, for, what is this episode, like 126 or something like that?
Yes, sir.
You've been putting in work, bro. Respect. Y'all doing some shit for the community, and the fam out there appreciate it. So just keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I mean?
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going, man.
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos, and fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
You know who it is. It's Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits. And fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on.
This is my brother. Everyone, Don Chaos and Brother Lynch Hung here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits. What's up, man? Don Chaos. What's up? It's your boy Brother Lynch Hung. We out here tonight. Listen.
Fuego Flames and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here. My boy. Excuse the left. Excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
podcast/radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, there. Congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yo, what is good, everyone? Y'all already know who this is. This is Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. Your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Carmen Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. If you still don't know, chat, let them hear it. Of course, I am not doing the show tonight. Please welcome my lovely co-host, my other half, the one and only Lady Chaos.
Hello, Lady Chaos here.
Hell yeah. So, what's good, baby?
Oh, I'm sure I think I said that eventually. What's up with you?
Nothing much. Just chilling.
All
Again,
right.
we want to thank you, everyone who has been keeping us in your thoughts and prayers.
Yes, thank you for that.
And
sorry.
And holy shit, we're at 19 viewers. Holy shit, y'all.
Wow. That's 19 crazy ass people. All right. So, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Hell yeah. Of course. Who's our guest? But yeah,
I know
we're excited. Who's our guest tonight?
We're having on the show tonight the man, Chuckklez. Very excited.
And we're gonna bring him on.
Hey! What it do?
What up? How are you doing?
Feeling good. It's been a crazy but exciting, happiest fucking year, man. I'm loving it. How about y'all?
It's been a trying year, but shit like this, like information and things like this happening, have made our year for sure. Yeah, like it's y'all have balanced out our shitty year, so thank you for that.
All for you guys. Seriously, like y'all are reasons why I keep on going with this right here. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why I've been saying if there's any like artist that deserves to win, like maybe underground artist of the year, it's you, man. You've been putting in a lot of work.
I've been saying I want to. I've been seeing a lot of your footage and stuff, and dude, I get fucking pumped looking at that on the phone. So imagine how bad fucking ass it would be there. So it's a goal to see you live at some point. Like,
oh yeah. Hopefully for this coming year, I'll be coming to you guys' neck of the woods, man, because I definitely need to kick with y'all in person, man.
Hell yeah, yeah, and Darby, between you, Darby, and Dev, I mean, I think it could be pretty fucking cool.
Oh fuck yeah!
And like maybe get Mr. Russian man out here, you know.
Oh yeah, you see, like I would love to come out to Florida, but see, I'm always busy here in Denver, Colorado. We always kind of get new projects coming around. We got Chuckklez' new solo album. We had to go in the work, so I can't get the fuck out of the office without getting some Jaeger in my system to get something going.
Hell yeah! Which speaking of that. Since before we get into the topic, we're just going to get into what the topic is. I'm going to go ahead and play the video, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm going to play. So here we go.
Fucking video.
All right, anyway, can we please put a...
Where did the video go?
All right, anyway, can we please put a motherfucking L up in the air? And if you're in the back still, come closer. I love you. I don't love you, but I love them. Anyway, please welcome our motherfucking brother. All the way. He came all the way from the beautiful sunny California to destroy his life and join this unhealthy ass squad of assholes. So please welcome Chuckklez to Lyrical Snob Productions now. Now give this motherfucker that nice orange charm that fucking I asked somebody to hold. Who has it? Come on, one of you motherfuckers is holding irate as man, run that. See? When you ask motherfuckers to hold something, they're like, yo, Skunk gave me an early Christmas gift. Please enjoy the future of LSD. Soon, us old folks will die. And these motherfuckers are gonna carry this shit for the L. Because they're just as stupid as us. I love this motherfucker. So welcome to the family.
Fuck yeah!
Yo! Get ready for Chuckklez! LSD! Kill that shit, brother. Fuck yeah. Thank you very much.
Yo! I fucking called it!
That's like the best news.
Yo, I fucking called it! I fucking called it!
Fuck yeah!
Bro!
Fuck yeah!
Oh my god! Every time I see that, I want to cry. That was the best fucking video I've seen all day.
I still get emotional too when just by looking at that footage. I wasn't behind the curtains with Mr. Doja. We're about to get ready for get on stage and everything. I was just getting pumped up, trying not to cry behind the mask, but still at the same time, it was. I feel like it was a long time coming, but it was definitely worth it, man. I loved it.
What's up, Doja?
Doja, you already know, brother. Hell yeah, man.
I will say though that like even though I've said it probably a couple times already, congratulations. You're probably, well, I'll speak for myself. You're my favorite So yeah, like you support everybody. You supported Let's Sesh. You supported Don. I mean, you're great, dude. You're fucking fantastic at what you do. I'm so fucking happy for you.
Dude, thank y'all very much, man.
You're welcome. I didn't want to say I saw this coming, but I kind of called it. I was like, it sounds like the right move, but I never said anything because I don't want to sound like a dumbass. So anyway, in case it didn't happen, but I'm so happy for you. So proud of you, man. And,
Thank you. It's just like it was a matter of time because I just like the moments when I was not signed or anything, I just like kept on pushing with my music. You know what I mean? I just feel like the harder I just put my work in and show that I am really dedicated to my craft and my music, the more I just keep pushing, the opportunities will come eventually. You know what I mean? I feel like this was the right time to put it down. And I thank Scum and Lynch and the whole Team Snuff crew for everything, because before we even got signed, they truly helped me grow as an artist itself, because the way how they product things, how they promote themselves, and how they push themselves to further heights, made me inspired to like keep doing that with myself. You know what I mean? From especially the city where I live in San Jose, where we barely even have that wicked shit or that horrorcore scene. See what I can do with my city to push it out even further like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So, I have a barrage of questions, so I'm not gonna throw them all at you at once. Go ahead. You can talk on.
Well, as the saying goes, it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, but since we're all about that wicked shit, we're gonna say it couldn't have happened to a crazier motherfucker that we love.
Oh yeah, man, y'all, I'm so thankful for y'all, man. It's real, because y'all the reasons why I still keep on pushing with myself too, man. I can never be like that artist say, I want to thank me for this and that, even though it has been a solo road for me, but it always has to have my family to help me to keep on growing with that. I couldn't thank y'all even more.
Yeah, we gotta uplift each other, like we always say. Like we all help each other out and promote each other.
Oh yeah, and LSP is one of those labels. Not the only label, but LSP is one of those labels that fucking perpetuates that. And so we're proud to support LSP and you.
Oh yeah, because I remember back in the day when they used to be like just an underground label when they were first starting off back in like 2008 and 9, you know what I mean, when Scum started off, from all the way from like the MySpace days, the horrorcore forum days, you know what I mean, when everything was starting to grow, and how Scum just provided it and kept pushing it. He made that shit into a motherfucking empire.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
And that always makes like a lot of us in Denver proud, because I've watched them start in 2000. I watched them just be a local-based Denver, Colorado label to the powerhouse it is now.
Exactly, and I couldn't be more proud of them more, man. It's crazy how grown, how bigger they get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and definitely.
And we've always said this is one of the reasons why I like LSP. Is like everyone, yes, does wicked shit in horrorcore, but everyone has their own style and flow and does their own unique twist on it. You do like a metal-esque version of it.
Exactly, and that's what's good about LSP. It's not just a horrorcore label what people think it is. You know, almost like half majority are, but they always love to switch it up with different varieties. Like you have Matapelli Music that does like the hip hop style and rock and roll, and you have Donnie Menace who does that battle rap hardcore style music flow into it, and Class 2 does that metal style himself too. It's very versatile, which I love. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own different style of flavor of their music. You know what I mean? I'm grateful to be part of that.
And then you have Cody Manson. He does wicked shit, but he has like a modern take on it almost.
Exactly, especially him and Michael Lawless do that like that trap metal style to it. You know what I mean? That's good that they spanned out from out of the box to something new, to what they can provide to the label.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you guys, your label Scum does a really good job building, like it's like okay, I'm gonna get nerdy. It's like a magic card deck. Like you build your deck so that each card helps the other card. You know what I mean? You work as a team. You build a fucking, like he said, like an empire. This record label is so like, it's funny because I see videos you guys just fucking off, you know, fucking around, just doing whatever, you know, partying, whatever. But so it's hard for me to imagine any one of you in an office, like,
right,
you know, doing professional things. Not that you're not a professional, but you know what, like, you know what I mean, like office professional things. So when you say like, when I think about Scum having an office, I'm like, yeah, that's fucking weird. That is
yeah. And that's good though, and it's especially like, and there's some people, artists who on the label are from different variety of cities and states, but wouldn't mind to fly over it to Denver to do some work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So do you I know you've got something coming out soon.
Oh yes.
Very soon. You want to talk about that?
Oh yeah. So me and DJ Little Sprite have decided we're gonna release the new album we got going on called Horror Sunny Unstable. We thought about trying to get it out in January, but right now the homie Donnie Menace has his album coming out in January, and JP also has his solo album that he has in the works that's coming out in January as well. I felt like it's best we can release it out in February, so that way we have enough time to get everything straightened out for the album, so make sure everything is good, best for our liking, get some ideas going for like a merch bundle, so we'll definitely be celebrating that. And I just got 2 more songs to get done, and we're ready. It's ready to go.
And that's one thing I like about LSP is like every year, like someone is always dropping something, and that's what makes it a good label.
Exactly. Donnie already showed me a sneak peek of what his album is, and holy shit, it's fucking fire. It's like he always releases that heat every time he puts some music out.
Are you allowed to tell us what some of the bundles are going to be, or is that a surprise?
That is a surprise because I got a design already made that's going to be added to it. I just got to reach out to Scum for the approval, and it's going to be coming out soon on the Gorhoff shop. So y'all best be ready for that.
You know,
all I gotta say is I can't wait to wear some more Chuckklez stuff, especially Chuckklez stuff with like the LSP logo.
I'm excited too, y'all.
It's gonna be sick. I know it.
Like, how dope is that, knowing that you're gonna have an album out and it's gonna have that famous saw and axe on the record?
Yeah, it's a teenager's come true. I'm not gonna lie. It's just like I never thought to this day I would be part of the label, even though I always consider them as family, even if I wasn't part of the label at the time, because they really helped me grow as an artist itself. But now just to be official, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? I'm very thankful for that.
Nice. Excellent. Oh, wow. So, let's see. I'm trying to think of stuff that I don't normally ask. But what's your, what has your year been like, other than, like, we know the tent poles, you know, you get signed, you've got all these fucking badass shows, and you're on tour. What are these, some of the other tent poles for this year that like really built your year?
Oh, well, I feel like the first start of the year, just getting sponsored the Blind Deaf clothing in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, thank you again, bro, for helping me with that. I appreciate you. I'll forever always be in your debt.
All for you, brother.
Blind Deaf clothing.
Yeah, shout out to our boy Eric, man. He's the one that helped brothers bring us all together, man. Like, for real. Yeah, and you check that windbreaker out that Don's repping right there. Y'all go to blinddeaf.com right now and get your shit right there.
Get one. It's hot. Oh my god, he looks so good in it.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I'd even wear my Blind Death chain too.
Yes, he's all about Blind Death. Blind Death all over the goddamn place. So, oh yeah. So and now there's stuff that there's always the stuff that I want, but.
I have to say that, and I feel like this year alone, feel like I've been the most productive than I did last year. Because I've been traveling like from states to states, but I feel like I've been productive even more from performing out in cities like in Las Vegas to Gallup, New Mexico, down in Texas, and doing festivals and like Gore Hop, and we got She Fest, and open up for Shaggy 2 Dope alone for the Quest for the Ultimate Groove. That was like a huge accomplishment. I never thought it could ever get. You know what I mean? It was insane.
So you're on
That is
cloud
so-
nine, and that's what I've been telling people is not only did you release a lot of dope like solo songs this year, but you did a lot of shows this year.
Yeah, it's crazy just thinking about it too, because I've been traveling so much. It's like it's hard to keep count because I'm always so jet lagged right after the end of it. But it's always like an adventurous part about it that I really love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always love your posts like when you're in the city that you're in, and you're like, whatever example, you're like, Denver, I'm officially back inside of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that clip.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
I say that all the time, just being stupid as hell, but I always like to say that shit. Like, Denver, Colorado, I'm so happy to be back inside you because I'm because Denver alone is like always be cherished in my heart regardless, because that's the first city I ever performed out of state from out of California. You know what I mean?
So you might as well say Denver's your second home.
Basically, you know what I mean? Always, forever will be.
Did you end up relocating to get on with the LSP, or are you still in California?
No, I'm still here in San Jose, California. Yeah, we're still staying here.
So are you doing this stuff over like the web, or like some kind of program or whatever?
Yeah, we usually for me it's like internet networking, or we just text to each other or phone calls wise. So when we do like releases and emails, so it's easier for both ways when we release music. So when I get this whole album out, I could just send it straight to Scum's email so he can help me distribute it, and we're all ready and good by then.
Nice, that's cool.
And that's one thing I'm liking about LSP too is like everyone almost on the label are from different parts of the country. Like you have some people down south, and then now we have West Coast, and then Colorado, and then the Midwest and stuff.
Yeah, and that's good though. It's a different variety from different states. That's when you have LSP West, you have LSP East, you have LSP South, and LSP Central. Oh, Central. My bad. Just all together as one. And that's good though, because we're all, like I say, we're all very versatile of who we have in different styles of music from different cities and states, and what we can put to the table.
Yeah,
I should move out there, Irate. I should. Shout out to my boy Irate, man.
Yeah, shouts to him. Which during Black Christmas, he was like your official drummer.
Yes, he's announced as my official drummer of my entire set, man. He deserves it more too, because he helps out a lot too, man. I'm so proud of Irate. Bass gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bloody Ruckus. Yo, what's going on, brother?
Hello, Bloody Ruckus.
Oh yeah, and to be honest with you too, because Bloody Ruckus was one of the artists on LSP itself too, what really vouched for me to Scum, you know what I mean? Because we were both growing in the scene together when we started doing that devil shit, you know what I mean? Because we will go from each other's page and we'll share each other's like music and everything. He knew that I was grinding my ass off and help him shine with his shit too. He reached out to Scum like multiple times to say, bro, when are you gonna sign Chuckklez, man? Because he really puts in that work. He really supports us. He rests that cold shit and everything. It took time and effort, but it was at that right time until officially, the time was right, man. I couldn't thank him enough, man. Him and Sin Rip and everybody.
All I gotta say, somewhere down the line, we need to do an Hours of Chaos podcast, like stream where we celebrate like LSP, like everyone that's been on the label can come on, like past or present.
Yeah, like whole group, even a whole group chat. Holy shit, that would be insane.
Or as I've been telling Scum for years, like whenever you can, I would like to see a full-on like LSP like cipher video where like everyone's in the video and shit together.
Yeah, just like it starts with like those videos like from the past to present type videos, like how it started and where they are now. You know what I mean?
And then like have it say what city you guys are from and what you're repping from when you show up.
Dude, that's even better. It's like, yo, come fucks with us in our city, man. We got that shit what you need.
Yeah, speaking of Bloody Ruckus, he just dropped a single today, so go check it out.
Yeah, check out that new single called Fuck Them. He showed me like the full demo how it sounded before it got mixed and mastered, and holy shit, it is fucking insane, man. He's representing that snuff funk shit that he's got going on right now.
Oh yeah.
So also, what part of San Jose do you live?
For me right now, I live in the downtown district right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember Camera One?
Yes.
And they used to show Rocky there. Like,
yeah, it's like I always love my city, but you know how downtown San Jose is. It's downtown, so sometimes you see some craziness come around. It's like some tweakers in certain parts of the area. Accidents always happen and shit. San Jose's beautiful, but it can be a little bit grimy at certain times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Lady Chaos always told me that. She's like, the scenery's beautiful, but she's like, in the 90s and shit, there was some crazy shit happening here.
It's grimy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But when you're writing, and you have like a particular idea and you're trying to roll with it, and you want to move with it, do you like to sit still at like a desk and like fucking focus, or do you like to like kind of not think about it for a little bit and do something else or go outside? I mean, what method do you use?
Sometimes I'll be a little bit of both. Sometimes I'll be like a Jack Torrance where I'm legitimately stuck in an office where I would not move anywhere, would not be anywhere sites. I'll be like that one fool that's just like, I can't go out and play. I can't do nothing. I just legitimately need to focus on this to get something done. Because the more if I be distracted a little bit, I lose focus and I have to redo everything back and forth sometimes. But sometimes when I need an inspiration to really be out of the office to clear my head, sometimes I'll be hanging out with Dano or just like go to certain places I like to get out there or just find ways to be inspired. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's cool. All right. San Jose is wait, put that back up.
Oh.
San Jose is grimy, but me and Chuckklez seen bum the ceiling.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. All right, I'll tell you this story.
It does happen. I've seen it.
Oh my god. Okay. So what happened was this was during the second day of Gorefest. We just got done kicking it with Wasteland Warriors. Shout out to Wasteland Warriors because we're at Voodoo Donuts. So me and Ruckus and Kyoto, we were driving down to the venue, and we were just freestyling a couple beats I shown him with from my boy Skinny Drag from Russia. And my boy Ruckus said something about, oh, I see a guy stealing the bike while he's riding the bike, and he says, dude, look to the left, look at this. And we legitimately saw a dude legitimately riding a bike while carrying like a piece of fucking bicycle over his shoulders and shit, and he and I were just busting out fucking laughing throughout the entire ride.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty crazy shit here. Like, we have video cameras, and the funniest thing we've seen is someone was trying to steal a lawnmower while they were riding their bike.
Oh my god.
Yeah, from the carport. And there was one other thing. What was it? Oh, dude, our neighbors like to party, so they party out in the carport, and we caught them pissing on the side of the house. I was like,
oh my fucking god.
I was like, all right, next time that happens, I'm getting on the fucking camera, but oh, dear God, stop. But it didn't come to that. He did do it again, and I took care of it, but oh my goodness.
It's traumatizing just by looking at it.
Yeah, man. Fuck. So, anyway. And forgive me, I'm very, very exhausted. I've got so much going on with life.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So, and if I leave early, my apologies. But I wanted to also ask you, like, what do I want to say? Well, okay, I'm just gonna ask you the basic. What's it like having Scum as a boss? Like, is he like a boss? Is he bossy? I mean,
well, there's kind of a scenes where I can say and I cannot say, but he's always lovable, man. It's like he is a businessman for real. Right. He really wants everybody to grow as an artist, and he also like help provide each of the artists what they need to do, you know, like networking and like merch wise too and everything. Which is like, as long as you can help out with him, it's all good. You know what I mean? He can never be an asshole unless we want to be an asshole, and it's all good.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm not just saying all this because he is my boss, but I love him to death, though.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I figured he'd be a pretty good guy to work for. Like, except you like really fuck something up, like like
Yeah, as long if you really fucked up, like if you do some like shadiness and everything, and he knows that shit, he knows that you ain't the one, and you legitimately kick you out. What other bosses should if you do some dumb shit, you know what I mean? But most of the time, it's always been positive, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like, well, the one thing I pictured, because I don't know, I'm in a silly mood, but the one thing I pictured was like he stubs his toe and blames somebody for putting their furniture there, and then fucking fires them. Like, I know that that's way out there, but that's fucking the shit that comes to my mind. I think it's funny. So anyway, but I'm almost positive he's not like that.
Nah, he's always like positive. He's always down to earth, and he's really serious what he does, but also wants to see everybody grow. You know what I mean? That's what I love about Scum.
Yeah, and he's been in the industry for so many years. He knows the in and outs, what to do, not what to do.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, you don't build a successful, two successful businesses, not knowing anything about the seat of your pants usually. So obviously, I mean, he's a very good businessman, and props to that.
Yeah, especially how he networks with other labels too. Especially he has with GRE, with JP, the Hustler, and /Wicked all networking together. You know what I mean? And sometimes we would network with M&E or Psychopathic, know that they're legit as well. They don't fuck with that whole politics bullshit. We want to work with y'all as a team as well. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and that's why I'm saying that's how it needs to be. Is people need to get back to like working with each other, regardless of the record label. Like, you might remember the Chuckklez. Remember in our day when you had Psychopathic, Suburban Noise, and then Strange Music, and they were all doing shit together.
Exactly, you know what I mean? And that's the shit I love right there. All record labels like working together. We still network to provide more of the following, you know what I mean, and what we can do on the table, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and what came out of that, you would see like the artists on the labels do tracks together. They would do shows together. Like, I remember when Suburban Noise and Strange Music used to do an annual tour thing. It was called the Strange Noise Tour. I'm like, add Psychopathic to that mix and it will be called the Psycho Strange Noise Tour.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that tour wise. I was so bummed I couldn't make it to one of those shows, but I will see that constantly when it would expand more, you know what I mean? I miss those days like there.
Yeah, and you could even add, like, back in the day, like, Funk Volume was, even part of that, like, big label.
Oh, yeah. Even Funk Volume itself, like, they would try to expand themselves, too, when they were growing as a label.
Yeah. But, yeah, GRE is definitely, like, a powerhouse, too. And that's one thing I always love, like, when GRE and LSP always work together.
Exactly. I feel like when I see LSP and GRE alone, it's like siblings, you know what I mean? It's like from JP to Hustler. That's why JP is a hustler for a reason, because he's a boss man just like Scum is. He wants to see everybody grow together, and he grinds his ass off 24/7. You know what I mean? Especially him to do it on both labels too, from LSP to GRE. It's like the guy's a powerhouse, and he's doing it well. You know what I mean?
Yep. So what else do you have planned this year? I know you told everyone you have a lot planned this year. So what's some other dope stuff you have planned to do this year?
So for next coming year, me and my boy Freak Show, we got a group project together for Brothers of Chaos. That's one of them. That's going to be coming out hopefully by somewhere around the summer season, but we'll definitely get something going for that. So we will be announced soon. Me, Team Trash, 6Nick6, and Young Alucard have formed a super group project called Black Sacrament, which will be coming out in the fall. So shout outs to Team Trash, shout outs to 6Nick6, and shout outs to Young Alucard. They're also grinders too. Me and Little Maniac got something going. Me and Grimby got going. I got a whole bunch of group projects as is in the works, so it's gonna be a nonstop like hustle for sure. And we got something going for new shows. Will be updated soon. So one of them, I will be coming out to the next Underground United show, which will be coming out in April, but it's going to be in the works too. And shout out to JP the Hustler for getting me on that show. So I'm definitely stoked. As for tour wise, it's going to be updated.
Oh yeah.
Well,
And I've been saying this, like, I noticed you dropped a lot of like Christmas music. I'm like, maybe I'm just having a brain fart, but I'm like, we need a full-length Chuckklez Christmas horror album.
Yeah, actually, speaking of Christmas songs, this Friday I actually am gonna release a new Christmas song with DJ Lil Sprite called "A Tragic Winter's Tale." But that's also been in the works because I've always been thinking about what if I create 3 more Christmas songs for next year and gather up all the past ones I did in the past and pour like a Christmas compilation album to see if anybody will love that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I'm thinking about that one.
And I think that would be a first, because not only would it be a wicked shit horrorcore, but it would be a wicked shit horrorcore Christmas album.
Yeah. Sponsored by LSP.
Right. And that was another thing that was dope to find out this year, that LSP got like sponsorship a little bit finally from Jägermeister.
I know, finally. Because Jägermeister, they'll provide like the publishing wise, but it depends on how many music. Cause it's very picky, especially with our type of music, like horrorcore wise. They don't want to provide something that's like too violent and stuff. But sometimes it's kind of funny too, because you have death metal artists and other heavy metal artists that do talk about violence and murder and shit like that. But you can't like give us a chance. Like, come on, y'all.
Right, it's like back in those days, and still like with Fago and ICP. Fago loves their money, but they don't want to be associated with them. At least not right now, because I found out when like the guy passes away, his son's gonna take over, and his son really loves ICP. So you never know, you might see ICP sponsored by Fago or an ICP inspired Fago someday.
Exactly. It's just a matter of time, you know what I mean? And it's still crazy to this day how they're not sponsored to Fago, and they represent that shit and use it for every shows, and everywhere they go it's Fago this, you know what I mean? And it's fucking delicious.
And I always like how like rappers have always like had that stick. Like in the 80s, you had like Run DMC. They always talked about Adidas. Beastie Boys talked about White Castle. ICP talked about Fago. Cottonmouth Kings talked about weed, and the list goes on. Tech Nine would talk about Caribou Lou, and then KCT.
Yeah, exactly.
And then at LSP, we talk about our drink of choice is Jaeger.
Right? And especially when it comes to Denver itself, it's always like Jaeger bombs after another, you know what I mean? It's crazy too. And now when we look at it now, it's now happening. Same thing with Korn. Now they're officially sponsored to Adidas, you know what I mean? And you got Tech Nine, who's opening up for the Kansas City Chiefs in the entire stadium. They even have a fucking football jersey signed with him and Strange Music, which is insane. You know what I mean?
And that's cool. And that's cool when like a lot of artists that put in that hard work get that recognition, like you and me and the artists we associate with. We've all gotten sponsored through like Blind Death, and that's dope.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's all about hard work and dedication, and staying humble with yourself and being real. I feel like that's just the key to what you need to be in order to succeed.
Exactly. And I may sound cocky, but I'm going to say here, Blind Death, y'all, is the new Adidas for our generation, for us artists and like stuff.
Exactly. Choose death. Choose Blind Death.
Exactly. I'm so proud to be sponsored by that. And what's cool is Eric told me, he's like, you know, you're the first real YouTuber podcaster that I've sponsored. I'm like, that's awesome.
Hell yeah. Because I reached out to Eric too, because I remember when you reached out to me, it's like, bro, you guys, you love the clothing brand. And it's like, bro, is there a way that I can push this out on YouTube and expand it more than just like music? And so I reached out to Eric about you and it's like, bro, you put out a lot of work to what you do, man. That's what I love about you and respect about you. You put in work than anybody else I see, you know what I mean? And you deserve that sponsorship.
Yeah, and all I gotta say is, y'all, I guess I could spoil it because Eric said he's down with it, and Chuckklez knows this, but somewhere down the line, we're gonna do an anniversary for Blind Death Clothing here on the stream.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna have an interview with the man himself.
Oh, shit. The man, the master Eric, man. He definitely deserves that shine, man.
Hell yeah. Like, I tell people, you want like someone who like literally puts in dedication for the underground and the scene, or someone who has their own business. He is one of those examples.
Exactly, man. And he's very down to earth person, man. And I was so thankful to come to him and his wife Emma's wedding in Seattle and had a fantastic time. We discussed about what the future may hold, what we could do together, and we're still gonna plan on getting some projects together, some collaborations for like merch and everything. It's just a matter of time. But he really loves the people that helps with him grow too. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and he's like he sponsors so many people, and there are a lot of people we associate with. Like he sponsors like half of like LSP, which is dope. You know, he sponsors everyone at SV Severus Click.
Yeah, man, and he sponsored Mr. Hyde from Psychological Records. That was a fucking surprise, man. Shout out to Mr. Hyde too, man.
Who knows? Maybe we need to get like a blind death like photo shoot going and have everyone that's sponsored by in one shot. That'd be dope.
Get everybody from every different city to come up to Seattle and do a whole like family group pic. Oh my god, that'll be insane. Well, I was me in class were just telling about Eric, if there was a possible way that we could do like a musical festival type of way, like Blind Death Fest. You know what I mean?
That'd be dope. I could probably do that. And who should probably host it? Your boy right here.
Yes, sir. Get everybody, like you, the host, him, the host, get Cerberus Click, you know, Mr. Hyde, class, everybody from LSP to help provide it. You know what I mean? Let's make that happen.
I think we need to have a meeting in our group chat.
Yes, that's a must.
Meeting time.
Get everybody in the whole group video chat and everything is who's willing to do it.
Yeah, like I'm trying to like how you know I'm trying to put Karma Fest together, so I could really even use help putting that together.
Oh yeah, man. So whatever you need, man, just let me know. I could help try to provide that.
Because I think that would be cool, like if we do like Karma Fest and it's like how it's always like for a good charity, and Blind Death like help puts that out, and it's like for a charity like always like every year.
Exactly, that's even better.
and it's not just that, it's a charity show, and then a lot of these artists come and perform, and it's just for a good cause.
Exactly. It's like we love our people, man. We wanted to give back to what they really need it. You know what I mean?
Exactly, because we all just want to spread that good karma. Because like I tell people, everyone's struggling, so the best thing to do is to just do your good deed for the day, like help someone out, basically.
Exactly, man.
And then that's why I'm glad a lot of us stick together, is we help uplift each other. We don't use each other for leverage. We like go, okay, you push me up, and then you lean over and pull me up and go, all right, here you go. Come up, motherfucker.
Exactly. That's how I am as a that. You know what I mean? I'm a team player, especially with those who I really care for, like you and everybody on LSP and Blind Death. Whatever needs help promotion-wise, I promote their shit. You know what I mean? I don't be like stingy and just promote myself. Only for like songs I do it, but for anybody who's got something new, I'll help promote it on my page and like help network what my people can check out their shit, you know what I mean, to see what we can provide, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we ain't for it for clout, y'all. Our mentality for a lot of us, it's literally the mosh pit, like the mosh pit etiquette, where you see someone fall, you lean them over and you help them up.
Exactly. That's what I love about LSP. They really helped me out since the start when I was starting up too, man. Even Ruckus too, man. It's like I remember when me and Bloody Ruckus, when we first met, I think it was around 2012, I believe. Like he just reached out to me on Facebook and say, "Hey, bro, is there a possible way that you share your page on your page and I can share your page on my page, get each other's like views and our numbers up?" And you know, ever since that, we just bonded since. You know what I mean? Like I've been seeing him grind since like crazy, even through the crazy times. But when he got out, he just came out just like fucking Tupac. You know, he just went to work immediately like that.
And that's one thing I've always loved about the L is everyone is like very hardworking.
Yes, sir, man.
And we can all adjust that, like Scum and, you know, especially Scum and Insane Poetry. Those two men have been like some of my two mentors in this game.
Same, man. Like OG, man. He's my biggest mentor out of everybody else. Like he legitimately like he sees what I do and what I do, and he just gives me so much great advice what I should do and what I should not do in his game, and just tells me just straight, just be yourself and just be humble, because you got all these people that really fucks with you, knowing because you don't have that ego, what people do, especially when they have that shine on you. You're real to yourself, you know what I mean? Just stick with that.
Yeah, they've told me that too. They're like, when you have any of us on your show, you're not doing it because you want that notoriety. You're doing it to help us out, but we're helping you out. He's like, you don't do it for the clout because you care about this culture and community.
Exactly. And especially like for the people itself too, it's like they're the ones that help provide us what we need to be, man. Especially like when they tell us like in firsthand, it's like, bro, your shit, like, it saves my life. You inspire me to wanted to do this, and you always be humble, which always keeps me going. And that's like that's heart filling for me, because I never had thought my music would be, even though my music is crazy as fuck, but actually be a therapeutic ways to help people with their daily struggles or what they go through. It's like, I'm thankful to have that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, your music was definitely the soundtrack like this year, like in the household, especially with some of the stuff we were going on with this year. Like I will admit, there was times where I wanted to go crazy, and then I just put on some Chuckklez music, and I'm like, so much better.
That's what I love about that shit, man. It's beautiful to my ears when people say my music is therapeutic. You know what I mean?
Well, and it's therapeutic for you as yourself too.
Exactly.
And I think that's good. If music is therapy, even for the artist itself, that's good.
Exactly, because every music I put out, it's all to the heart and soul of it. Whenever I feel down, or every time I'm feeling pissed or sad or ecstatic and stuff like that, I just put that onto the mic, or I write it down. Kind of like when you're writing those personal diaries where you express yourself without having to say something, and you just put that on the mic. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's better to do that, because then if you didn't, I like how a lot of like artists will say it's like, if I didn't put my feelings down in music, I probably would have went out and did those things.
Yeah, and now you'll probably see me up in death row like immediately if I did not do this music shit.
Hell yeah. And do you have plans like to, now that you're with the LR, are we gonna get some Chuckle videos?
Oh yes. Actually, me and Dano the Zombie, we're actually working on a new music video for a new song that's off the new album. I can't say anything else because we're still in the works of it, but it's definitely going to be coming out in 2024.
Hell yeah. Well, if we need to fly you down here to Denver and go to some crazy scenes and film videos, and you want me to make a cameo, I'm down.
Oh, definitely. Whenever I come back to Denver, I'll definitely let you know. Because we were in Denver on the first day of Friday. We filmed at cool spots like outside of my homegirl's apartment, and we shot some scenes on the second day somewhere near the Roxy and everything. So we're still trying to find some like good locations and everything, or what Denver has. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we can definitely find some good spots down here in Florida, like make something look like a swamp or something.
Oh, get me down to the bayou or the swamps.
Yeah, dope. making it like we're doing some dirty work at the swamp. It's like nothing to see here.
Right? Even for that, or try to get a movie together, because that's my main goal is trying to really get into like the film industry, like something what I can try to provide to it, even if it's like a short film wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that would be cool to know that someone on LSP, not only is he an artist, but that he has his own film company. That would be dope.
Yeah, man, it's like that, because I always want to expand more into films a lot more, and hopefully by this year too, I can get this comic book series too with Mawu also going too. So that's one of the main goals too.
Oh, so you're saying we're gonna get a Chuckklez comic book?
Oh yes. So everybody's been asking me, it's like, when's the third volume coming out and everything. So big news is that the third volume is officially done. The reason why it took so long, because our original publisher, who made our first and second volume, he passed away last year. So it was hard for us to like try to find somebody new who really like give us like good printing wise for our material. So Madwu actually reached out to somebody in Thailand who does like the publishing what we do for like magazines and mangas and comic books, who was willing to do it. So I was fucking excited when he told me that, dude. So it's definitely going to be coming back for sure.
Hell yeah. And who like that you haven't worked with this year? That I always say everything is possible, nothing's impossible, but who's someone that you would really like want to work with this year, like push to hopefully make that happen?
There's so many names, because there's been a couple artists I really want to work with. If it's not just in horrorcore, I really want to work with like artists is like Davey Suicide in the metal industry. You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
Davey Suicide is fucking dope, man.
Yes.
Yeah, before I wasn't even sponsored to Blind Death, I was pushing Killers Never Die clothing a lot. You know what I mean? Because his clothing brand is so fucking sick and it's like offensive as fuck, which is something like I'll like either cut out the designs and put it onto my best work that I put on my gear because it's so fucking fire. And the music he puts out too is so sick. I like that. I'll say him on the list. I'll probably have to say Zombies from Germany because that group is fucking fire as hell, and they're blowing up as well, and their music is insane. I'll say that, or a Ouija Mac, or Twisted. You know what I mean? Because I really want to work with everybody. You know what I mean?
And I've noticed that you'll work with anyone, and you can like make them sound dope. Like you made like. Let's see, Mr. Dosha like come out of his comfort zone. He usually does like gangster rap or conscious rap, and you made him like step into your zone to where he could do horror rap, and I think that's cool.
Oh yeah, because that's what I love Dosha too. Because when we first met, I think it was in Madness and Mayhem 5, I believe. I think that was when he was officially like getting signed with GRE. Because I used to throw water in the crowd all the time, and he got splashed with it too. But he wasn't pissed off or anything, but he loved that energy what I provided. And when the second time when we got back together was the last day of their tour, the Skull and Crossmike's tour, when they came down to Lancaster, he came up to me and said, "Bro, I love that horrorcore style you're putting out, and I'm gonna put something together too for like a project. We should collaborate on something we should do for the future." So once he said that, I was trying to find some beats that we can provide for our song Class A Homicide. The first original track I had to take down because of personal issues, because we're not going to talk about that, motherfuckers. So,
Right.
Yeah, it took a while to process because I was so mad that we had to take it down over that personal reasons. But I hit up JP to see if he can put together a better beat for us to work on, and he just went to the lab and just put something together like that Halloween theme song for it, and it slaps so well with our vocals. And ever since that was our main track together.
Yeah, and I like that he was able to step outside of his like comfort zone. Like usually you hear about horrorcore artists like stepping out and doing their comfort zone. He was doing what he usually did, which was conscious rap, and he decided to embrace his dark side a little bit, and he did it very well.
Yeah, and he has that voice too of it too. You know what I mean? That's what I liked about it. It's like, oh shit, OG, go ahead and do your thing, man.
Yeah, when I heard that, my jaw dropped. I'm like, holy shit, Dosha. God damn, bro.
Dude, and especially when people who fucks with my music legitimately hit me up and say, bro, who's Mr. Doja, man? This guy is fucking sick, man. It's like, dude, that's my boy, man. It's like, hit him up. He's representing Grim Reality Entertainment, man. It's like, check out his style, man. Because he can do any style that he wants, and it always be fire. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and we've been always saying that on the show, and a lot of our guests have said that. It's always good when an artist is very diverse.
Exactly, especially with Spec 1 too. Like, he brought me out of my comfort zone to do some metal music, especially when we did that collaboration Smash Your Head, when he had his band, his producer work together with it, and I was like, okay, let me see what I can do with it. And once I sent them the demo of the verse, they were like, bro, you need to stop doing this horrorcore shit and you need to start doing this. It's like, for real.
Yeah, and that's one thing I like about Spec 1 is he does like hip hop, but then he does metal type shit. And I told him I'm waiting for you to do some like straight like punk rock, but rapping over like some punk rock shit.
Yeah, and he's from that lifestyle too. He represents that punk rock mentality to his music. And he
Let's see, what did KMK call that when they mix punk rock and hip hop? Rip hop. There it is.
Rip hop, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, and that's what I love about it too. He's those who could be very creative and not just be that artist who's just stuck in the box because they only do this and that. It's like, never judge a book by its cover, because we can do anything that our hearts can be. Like, there's times when, if I'm not just doing horrorcore music, if I feel like I'm sad or something like that, I put out personal songs. Or I feel like I want to get some anger out, I could either do metal music or energetic music or something fun. I could do like regular hip hop style to it. I'm very comfortable with what I do. And plus, for collaborations, I always love a challenge. You know what I mean? What people can throw some styles what I could do.
Yeah, and it's always even good to hear people from two different styles come together and make a masterpiece.
Exactly. You know what
Like
I mean?
one of the perfect examples of like two different genres of music. Remember when Aerosmith and Run DMC got together?
Yes, and that was different and that was genius, you know what I mean? Or when you had Jay-Z and Linkin Park when they did that collaboration together, you know what I mean?
Yes, which I don't care what anyone says, that collaboration project is fucking dope.
Exactly.
Or when you would have Korn and Ice Cube work together.
That was genius too, you know what I mean? Or even then with what's the fucking band? Fucking Limp Bizkit, you know what I mean? It's from rap rock to like new metal type of style to it. It's like,
yeah,
I love when artists can come together and see what they can do. Even Tech Nine, when he collaborated with Corey Taylor and Jonathan Davis and Sergey from System of a Down, you know what I mean? It was beautiful music like that.
Because a lot of people don't realize like rap or hip hop and rock and roll, it's very much similar in so many ways.
Exactly. It's like, when I look at it, it's like we're all part of the same tree, but just on different branches. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Another perfect example that when I was younger, it shocked me, but in a good way. But remember when DMX did a song with Marilyn Manson?
Yeah, that's one of my top favorite songs from him, especially with Marilyn Manson too, because both of them are crazy as fuck. They're both energetic and animated, and it's like perfect, like fitting to it, like bread and butter.
Yes, R.I.P. like DMX. Like I always say, the industry really fucked him over and should have gave him a lot of the help he needed.
Yeah, man, it's sad to see what happened to him, especially because he was one of the inspirations when I was growing up.
Same.
When I was he was a big inspiration because the energy and that style was so inspiring. It's like, okay, I want to get into this, you know what I mean? Because there was nobody like him. Like he was like the fourth generation from like Tupac to Biggie, because from when they were gone, he was passed on to the torch to see what he can bring to the table too.
Yeah, and I was talking about that. I'm like, God, could you imagine if we got a Tupac and like DMX track?
Oh, that's a dream right there. That was a big dream.
And that's one thing I liked about Tupac is he was very diverse with his music. He could do sad stuff, personal stuff, gangster shit, political shit, stuff that makes you think. He could even fucking sing. DMX was the same way. He could go hardcore. The dude could even sing his ass off.
Exactly. And the best part about it, DMX, he did not give a fuck. He'll say what he wanted to say because he's not owned by the industry. He doesn't let the industry like hold him down to do this and that. You know what I mean? He's like, fuck this shit. I get to do whatever I want with my style, like whether you like it or not. And here I am.
Hell yeah. And that was awesome to see. Like at his funeral, they were bumping Rough Riders during his funeral.
Yeah, especially that monster truck too, when they carried his coffin too. That was some real DMX Rough Rider shit I've ever seen, man.
Yeah, that was awesome, but I also got very teary-eyed seeing that shit.
Dude, I fucking cried when he passed, man. It's like fuck anybody who says like negative about him. It's just like he was a real inspiration. You know what I mean? You can't take that away.
And he was like the soundtrack for a lot of us that grew up in the 90s and early 2000s.
Exactly. And he was very poetic too with his shit too, because he said in an interview before he even started rapping, he was into poetry. It's like everything he would just put down would just flow so well with it. You know what I mean?
And I've always explained that to people, even that rap is a form of poetry.
Mm-hmm. It is. You know what I mean? It's like
it's been around for like hundreds, if not 200, 300 years.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's just our own different way of poetry, how we express ourselves.
Fuck, I mean, even Shakespeare rhymed. So Shakespeare, you could say, was even a fucking rapper.
Right? Even Dr. Seuss himself.
Right?
Yeah.
Or even Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh my god. I'll feel like he was the original hardcore artist, to be honest with you, because his style was so crazy.
Yeah, or even Edgar Allan Poe, that dude's work. Like, even I read his work now, and it still gives me chills.
Yeah, man. It's like, Telltale Heart is like one of the craziest ones, too, where he murdered a guy because of his eye. And I was like, dude, that's some crazy fucking psychotic shit right there.
Yeah, even Ice-T made a whole-ass metal band, which was dope.
Yeah, Body Count, you know what I mean? It's like...
That's my shit.
Body Count was the shit. That's what I love about it. And one thing about Ice-T shit when he did Body Count, was so crazy and grimy that the public couldn't handle it. They got banned in so many like shit from like stores and cities because they couldn't handle the reality check. Is that's the style they were growing up with and they're in the hood, but they expressed it out in metal tone to it, kind of like ghetto metal in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's kind of what Tech Nine was going with Kibosh, which I wish that would have happened.
Oh yeah, especially when Tech Nine came out, people thought he was like a devil worshiper and all this because he has the red hair, his face was painted up. No, this is just a sign of like how he expresses his art with. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and that's one thing I've always liked about that. Like I loved the concept of like Kibosh, what Tech Nine came up with. It was going to be him and Chris Calico in a metal band, and the name Kibosh, the name had such a good like meaning to it. It stood for killing America's beliefs on society's hoods.
Exactly.
I was like, that is clever.
It was very clever. That was the genius part of him too. You know what I mean? He did not give a fuck. He just went with that shit.
I know. So I always sit back. I'm like, out of a lot of stuff that came out of Strange Music, I really wanted to hear that Kibosh record.
Yeah, especially like he would work with other artists too outside of the realm. Like he even worked on a song with King Gordy. You know what I mean? Exactly. On a song, and King Gordy was on some batshit crazy shit because he's all about that shock value, but it still worked. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and even DMX did a cover of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it's fucking dope.
Oh yes, I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, and you could like just tell like DMX, like he was a not give a fuck dude, but he was a very humble, like good-hearted person. Like you saw how he was with his family. Like his kids meant the world to him.
Yeah, man, and I feel like he was the realest artist that made everybody love dogs. You know what I mean? Because he was a dog-giving person. He loved dogs. He maybe really loved pit bulls a lot. You know what I mean? Because especially when his dog passed away, he had her tatted on his back as like a tribute to her. And I was like, dude, that's some real shit right there.
And what I remember, didn't he start an organization against like dog fighting, which was cool?
Exactly. Like he helped put that all together because he really cared about dogs. He said in an interview, I love dogs more than people because they give you that genuine love than anybody would ever get. You know what I mean? That unconditional love, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it was like the whole shit with like Michael Vick. Fuck that dude because he was making his dogs fight and he's a big celebrity. But then you have DMX who's like, no, I own pit bulls and fuck dog fighting.
Exactly, and fuck Michael Vick to the day I die for real.
Exactly. That's why I love that Scum shirt where it's like it says fuck animal cruelty on the back.
Oh, kill a human, save a dog. I love that song. I will bump that when he first released that out. I even have that t-shirt in my closet to this day because that shit was.
I love that shirt too. Like for those that don't know, it's a dope design. It's the dogs making the people fight to the death.
Exactly. Especially like Scum's a dog person too. He really loves dogs. I remember when they were doing the Sickness Overdose tour, they had a tour pet with them. It was like a brown Chihuahua that legitimately was sit in the front throughout the entire tour they were doing. It's like, dude, that's fucking awesome, man.
That's what you call loyal dogs.
Yep.
Yeah, and me and Lady Chaos, we're lucky to have like loyal animals. Like, regardless of what anyone says, like when people go, do you have children? I'm like, do animals count? They're like, yes. I'm like, then absolutely, I have children.
Yep. Yeah, that's especially with dogs too. It's like I love them like a child too. Because I have a sister. My sister used to have a pit bull, blue nose pit bull. It was like a champagne colored with a white spot on his belly. His name was King and everything. And oh my god, that was my favorite dog. Anything else.
Yeah, and I've known so many people that have pit bulls, and they're like the sweetest dogs. They're the most lovable dogs. Now they think they're a lap dog sometimes when they're.
Yeah, because dogs are very like misunderstood. Pit bulls itself, they're very misunderstood, but they're very loyal dogs. You know what I mean? They love around kids. They're very around those that are very loyal, and they're very protective for a reason. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and that's like even with Chihuahuas, like they get a really bad reputation. But when you look at our Chihuahua, she's the most calm, mellow dog you'll ever meet. I always tell people dogs are like people. It depends on their upbringing. If they come from a shitty home, they're going to be an aggressive dog. But if they come from a loving home, they're going to be a loving dog.
Exactly. That's why when I see Chihuahuas, like when I go to Razakel's house down in San Antonio, she has a blonde furred Chihuahua named Taco, and I love her so much. Like every time when I come chill in their living room, she just hops right on my leg and just chills right there. Never gets scared when I come around. She's like so lovable.
Hell yeah. But yeah, the only pit bull we hate is the rapper.
Yeah, exactly. You already know, man.
Hell yeah. Like, I remember that episode of, like, Sons of Anarchy when they break up, like, the dog fighting thing. That episode, it's always hard for me to watch, and it puts me in the feels, because then, like, you remember the show. Like, everyone hated Tig when the show first came out, but then as the show progressed, he showed more of his soft side, and we're like, wow, this dude's actually not a bad person. He's a fucking idiot and a psycho, but you love him.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's how I see when dogs like that in a situation where they're getting hurt, it gives me a sickening feeling just to see them hurt, or they're in like dog fights and shit like that. It's just like, I'll kill somebody over that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and I've always told people the things on the news that really can really make me upset is anything that involves hurting animals, children, or elderly people.
Exactly. Fuck humans in general, but when it comes to that situation, it's like, that's a no-no, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and for those who do try to come into our community and you're racist as fuck, we gotta say, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Just make sure that you're not seen in person, because you'll get your ass fucking stomped for sure.
Yeah, like, I've seen so many people that would claim Juggalo and they're racist as fuck. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Dude, I had some weird ass motherfucker. I think it was started this year, and he was on his girlfriend's page at the time, who she's a personal friend of mine, was want to be some pussy shit to go on her page and talk shit to me and thinking that's her talking shit about me. But I already knew who right off the bat is not her, because I had nothing else to do, so I was just trolling the fuck out of this fool. So to the point I got him so pissed off that he wanted to throw some racist slurs at me. Those who use racist slurs, knowing that they lost a fight because they can't come up with other insults, knowing that they're the biggest bitch out of all of them, it shows their true colors of that shit.
Exactly. That's like one of my favorite like Ouija verses, like is that song on They Don't Understand. It's where he's like, fuck the rapists and the pedophiles and transphobics.
Exactly, man. It's like we're all here for a reason, and we're just built different. It's like we're just here to live on Earth as it is. Those that don't appreciate that, it's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like so I tell people, we're a very accepting community here in the underground, but if you're a child abuser or a racist piece of shit or a child molester, get the fuck out.
Exactly. Or get laid out.
Yeah, or laid out. Facts.
Exactly. You already know, Davey.
Oh yeah. So what are some like other big plans that what are some like goals that you're actually setting for next year that you're actually setting for too?
For next year, 2024, I really want to get on tour for sure. Even though I feel like every show I went to from like my solo wise, even if it's just like a regular show, it still feels like a tour to me. But actually just like get on the road, even if it's like a week tour, you know what I mean? Get something going, because I really want to like learn a lot more of how things go, see different sceneries, check out different spots what the locals go to, you know what I mean? And that's what I love about just getting out there, and hopefully get my passport too, so I can like travel out of the country and do something like what I can do from different countries.
And that's something I thought that I'm still like very proud about. Like I said, I remember when LSP was like just a local based label. Now they're actually known worldwide, which is fucking dope.
Yeah, that's what I love about it too. That we're trying to get something going for Canada too, because I know Scum was trying to go up to Canada for a show, but it got canceled and shit like that. But we'll see what we can try to do.
I noticed it's been harder for people like to do shows in Canada lately.
Mm-hmm. It just depends on who the promoter is that can really put it out there. Because I have a homie who lives in Toronto that really wanted me to get me out to that spot. It's like, that's cool, but just like, well, first I got to get my passport for sure, and just for traveling wise too, it depends on how much it is. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah! All right, Lady Chaos is back with us. What's up, babe?
Hello.
Heyo.
Thanks for having me back. Dude, I'm fucking out of it. Did I fall asleep or something? What happened?
I have no idea.
Oh my goodness. I am like out of my fucking mind. I'm so tired. Okay, so anyways. Yeah, well, you'll have to excuse me. So what are we talking about?
Just anything, like what his goals are, like for like next year. Like I know my goal for next year is to try to get some help to put that annual Karma Fest like together, that annual event I want to do down here. And since I noticed people like to do Juggalo weekend in different states, I'm thinking maybe we need to have a Juggalo type weekend down here in Florida and have it be called Karma Fest, but also have it be called Juggalo Rida, if anyone gets that.
That'll be dope right there. I'm all for that. Because I just seen the flyer now, like Juggalo weekends coming to San Antonio. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. We want to try to go there.
Yeah, I'm thinking about wanting to it because my good friend Pollo Del Mar, she showed me a flyer that they're going coming down to San Antonio. It's like, fuck, man. It's like I just have to check my schedule to see if I'm able to do that. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that's one of our goals is to try to get Karma Fest together. And like me and Lady Chaos definitely want to try to get more shows booked down here, like host more shows. Like we've been trying to book like hosting shows down here, but for some reason the promoters here are very shitty at getting back to you right away.
Yeah, they are. They really are. Yeah.
Yeah, we want to get Karma Fest together, and the only way me and Lady Chaos are able to travel is we would have to take a train no matter where we go to places.
Yeah, I have to travel by train because, I can't fly or anything like that. But
yeah, otherwise we'd fly.
Right. Yeah. Is there any ways you can find transportation that works? You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
And we're definitely not taking a Greyhound because Lady Chaos has told me horror stories about...
No.
Lady Chaos has told me horror stories. She rode a Greyhound from Idaho all the way to Florida.
I rode a Greyhound from Idaho to Florida, and I rode a Greyhound from San Francisco to New York, and from New York to San Francisco.
Holy shit.
How did you not go crazy? And I know you said maybe when I asked you, how did you not go crazy? You're like, I just had my music to keep it going.
Yeah, music and like drugs.
What was the craziest nightmares you ever seen during a Greyhound though?
Tell you.
Oh, this is funny.
Okay, so there were three things, right? One of them was this guy, I think, took off his underwear. Not that it matters what their gender is, but took off their underwear, washed it out in the sink in the bathroom, brought it back out, draped it over the seat in front of him.
Oh my!
There was a dude sitting and then sat back in the seat. Dude turned around and like, guys, is that some fucking underwear back there? And like they got into a serious altercation. The driver had to kick this person off with the underpants. I think they took the underpants. And I'm hoping they sent the underpants because I'm really hoping I wasn't on a bus with some nasty ass underpants. But kicked this dude off this bus and we go on our merry way. Same bus ride. It's probably like it's a 3-day trip. So same bus ride. I'm thinking like probably a day later. No, I'm lying. Not the same bus ride. From Idaho to Florida. It was dark. That's a 2.5 day, 3-day trip. It was like day 2. And it was nighttime, and this guy and this girl had these seats by the window, about kitty corner from me.
Yeah.
And everything was fine. Then that second night, we're all sitting around, like all the lights are off, and all we hear is this.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my God! So she was giving him head throughout the entire trip.
Yeah. So I was like, dude, we have to like check it out. And so like, okay, just keep in mind, like at these times, during these trips, I'm like 18, 19, 20, and then 25. So I'm like a kid. So when I hear dick sucking, I'm just like, what's going on? Right? So I could immediately tell where it was coming from because it wasn't that dark. So when my eyes adjusted, I could see this bitch's head going up and down. So I'm like, guys, we need to do something. So I ended up throwing bits of napkins at him, and like, you know, just like little bits of napkin until they fucking noticed what was going on. Because when you're sucking the dick, it's hard to come out. It's hard to come out of that trance if you're really into it. And so yeah, that was, and they eventually stopped because they realized we were watching them. So
right.
That was another one. The other one that really sticks out is there was this older man, and he had a gallon jug, and it had what looked like apple juice in it. And
no!
Just bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. So he's drinking it, Ryan's drinking it. Well, at some point he gets up to go to the bathroom. He takes the jug with him. The jug is probably like that full. So he goes, does this thing. He comes back out. I see the jug. It's slightly fuller. Interesting. I don't really think anything of it because I'm just like, what the fuck ever. I'm like 25 years old. I don't give a shit. So it happens. So time goes by. It happens again. But this time when I saw dude go to the bathroom, the jug was probably about there. And I'm like, huh.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
So this guy goes to the bathroom, comes back out, jug is half full.
Oh, my God.
I was like, are you...
Is he like taking a piss or what?
Nobody else saw this. I was like, what is going on? I'm waiting for Rod Sterling to come out and be like, hey, you know, welcome to the fucking Twilight Zone. This guy's drinking his pee. Like,
oh my God.
It took him 3 trips to the bathroom for me to realize that's what he was doing. I was like, wow. So, that's some of my adventures on.
Oh my God.
On Greyhound.
Lesson learned, kids, do not take a Greyhound. Take a motherfucking plane or just go on a road trip.
Seriously. If you can, take an airplane. Shit.
Yes. Spend the goddamn money. It's worth it.
Yeah.
That or take a train at least.
Yes, or take a train. Exactly.
You know, it's fine.
Because at least in a train, like there's certain trains where they'll like give you your own like space, and it's like a little hotel room, which is dope.
Yeah, you have a cabin.
Like I always want to get on those trains, especially the ones in Europe that have like the beds when you're going from like another country to another. I like that shit right there.
Yeah.
Which her dads did that when they came down here to visit us from Cali.
Yeah, they took a train, and yeah, it sounded pretty cool. Like they have a dining cart, and they have like a small food cart that's open 24 hours. I was like, because that's all I cared about asking about was like, well, what's the food situation? Let's get that straight before I actually ask you about anything important about your trip. So I had to make sure that was okay first. But yeah, it sounds pretty cool, and they're pretty handicapped accessible. So I'm really gonna look into that.
Exactly. I was like, it's cool too because you get to explore a lot more when you see it from the outside. Because I remember my mom, when she used to live in Germany, she went on one of those trains, would take her from like Germany to another spot, and they have one of those beds where you can like rest on because it depends on how many days they would travel with. And I think there's one of those trains too. You can also sit on top of the trailers too. You just have to be careful when you go through the tunnels and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Wow. That sounds really fucking cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to like on a train tour of Switzerland. That would be fucking sweet.
Yeah, Switzerland. Oh, yes. Switzerland, when you see the scenery there, it is gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
Oh, man. Yeah.
That's the real that's the real winter wonderland over there.
Right? Hell yeah, dude. I've always wanted to go over that way. So what did you guys talk about while I was gone?
Just plans for this year, like who he'd like to work with. like since we told you who you want to work with, is there any other like producer wise you would like to work with? Like I could see a Chuckklez and produced by Devereaux. How dope would that be?
Hell yeah. I really want to work with more projects with Devereaux. I think I've done I think one song with him with Grim B, but if there's any possible way, like I would love to do another project with him because his beats too are fire as fuck, especially when I hear him that he did with Devereaux, with Ouija Mac, songs he did with Darby, and songs that he did with Hex even too. It's always so sick, especially the songs he do with Scum and IP for their new album too was so fucking fire. You
and
know
that's
what I mean?
one thing I'm liking about LSP is like they're having like Devereaux like as a producer, which is dope.
Hell yeah. And he knows the style that they like, and he will blend it so well with it.
And if anyone's ever like watched Devereaux when he's like live, he'll like do guitar practice. That dude can play a fucking guitar.
Dude can shred. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to go head to head with him. That's for sure.
Like my favorite thing that he's done is like a lot of the guitar stuff that he's done for Ouija, and then like his guitar riff off of Ain't No Time. That is so dope.
Yeah, man. And he's.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
Oh yeah, because he's very creative what he can put together. You know what I mean? Same thing what I can see from him and from my main beat producer, DJ Lil Sprite. It's like every time he and I would chat, he would always throw in some like new beats he got going on. It's like, bro, I can see you rap on this. I can see you do that and everything. Because that's what I love about DJ Lil Sprite too. And shout outs to DJ Lil Sprite that he knows what I like and knows that style too. And he's worked with so many like big name artists. Like he's done projects for Snow the Product, for her music that spiraled up to like millions and everything. He's worked with Brother Lin Chong. I think he's did a song with Kung Fu Vampire in the past too. But
yeah, he's become my other like favorite producer.
Oh yeah, and he's very good at what he does, and he's constantly working like nonstop.
I definitely want to get him on the show for an interview.
I've been trying to get him out on a video chat and everything, but he always keeps telling me, bro, I'm camera shy. He's like one of those dudes who let their work do all the talking. Well, he will sometimes show his face when he does like video promos and stuff like that, but as like for interview wise, he's like that very like I wouldn't say like introverted, but it more like he's just rather like do all the work and put it out instead of just doing like the all interview ways. But we'll see what we could do.
I was gonna joke and say we'll just get him a wrestling mask to wear or something.
Like hide his identity but still talk with us. Like, come on, Sprite, we want you, bro.
Oh man.
But yeah, what are some good shows that you actually like watched this year, Chuckklez, or what is like some like good movies that you saw this year? Since we've been asking some people, what were some of like your favorite like albums, like music wise, to come out this year, especially in like the underground scene or just music in general?
Man, that's hard because there's been good albums that have been releasing this year. I know Scum and IP when they released their new album out, it was very fucking good. Bloody Ruckus, when he released his Funeral Macabre album, that was very fucking good. I really love that project. You know what I mean? Because I've been trying to help him. Me and Tommy Necro have been helping try to get that project when he was still locked up. It's like every song that we put together, when I would hear it from like firsthand, was beautiful in every certain term of it. You know what I mean? I'll say, I'll have to say the Three-Headed Monster. That's one of them. Yeah, Three-Headed Monster was very good. And I'll say Twisted and Saint's new album too. They released on Halloween, I think, was pretty good. I love that shit.
Oh yeah.
And as for movie wise, I think the best horror movie I've seen so far, I like the Exorcist movie. I know certain people said they didn't really like it and they thought it was like a remake, but it's actually another chapter of the Exorcist series.
Oh,
but
then we need to watch this, honey.
Yeah.
All right.
We were because we were curious if it was a sequel or a reboot.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that was a reboot, but it's actually another chapter of from the last Exorcist, basically.
Okay, because I'm such a purist when it comes to that stuff. Like,
yeah.
I don't like it when people take especially a movie from my childhood, and like just
butcher it.
make it their own. It's not your. Don't touch it.
But that original Exorcist is good, and that's one thing I kind of like about like the new Halloween movies is they feel like legit sequels to the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
but
enjoyed
we ain't gonna talk about that last Halloween movie. That one sucks dick. That was horrible. I'm sorry.
It was all right, but the first two before that, like Halloween Kills and the first one, those were dope.
I thought the last Halloween movie was pretty fucking good. But
out of the Rob Zombie ones, the second one sucked, but the first one was actually good.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie made Michael Myers look like the fucking Kool-Aid Man.
Oh my god. Yeah, because when the first Halloween movie that Rob Zombie did, he made it more like realistic and grimy, because how he did it with Devil's Rejects and everything with that feel for it, but more crazy like. I liked it, but when he did the second movie, I feel like Rob Zombie just legitimately said, "Fuck this shit. I just don't want to do this anymore. I just throw whatever I thought was good." You know what I mean? It was not good.
So Stoner, let's see, what does that say? Stoner the Clown.
Stoner.
What's up, dude? A little too much dick sucking action on that last Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
I can understand that being a turnoff. I happen to like dick sucking, so I was cool with it.
The only thing that what really made me mad about the movie, I feel like John Carpenter did. He did Michael Myers so dirty when he got his ass kicked by a fucking 19-year-old.
Yeah,
and
that was
his fucking mask.
Bro,
that was
part
pretty
legit pissed me off. Yes, I will admit.
Like, I understand he's human, but still at the same time, Michael was so like kill his ass. Like, he killed a whole bunch of group of fucking idiots on the last movie, and then still got up. But you had his ass kicked by a 19-year-old, and then he gets his ass killed miserably at the end. Come on, yo.
I know, and what made me mad is I was like, okay, if they're gonna kill Michael Myers, fine, kill him off, but then make it like that kid is gonna like take his mantle, like in the movie where like the kid like puts on his mask and the kid becomes like the new Michael Myers, but no, then the kid dies. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought this kid was gonna be the new. I thought
so
this kid.
Anticlimactic. Yeah.
I know. I thought the kid was gonna take over, and that would have made it cool.
Right, and what also made it confusing was that Michael Myers had some powers to possess people to become fucking a killer, basically.
Right.
So, look, this is what I think they were meant with that. From the very beginning, Michael Myers, like, obviously he's somewhat, like, not supernatural, but he's very different. He can't die. He doesn't die in any of the fucking movies, even though he's killed. So, when you get to the last movie, progressively he never dies. You get to the last movie, and like he said, the point is like he's supposed to be this. By the time the end movie comes, he's supposed to be this fucking entity that's like not, like I said, not supernatural, but just superhuman, and like almost like just fucking more all power, like way more powerful than any other.
He's like a force of nature, basically.
Yeah, he's like a force of nature, or like a superhero for me, because he's a superhero for me. So you know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's what I think. If he's just a normal dude and that happens to him at the end, they done fucked up on the writing. But if they meant to say that he's just like this fucking freak of the universe who really can't die, and like no matter what happens to him, and then you're not sure, whatever, I don't know. I think that makes more sense.
Yeah, I just feel like they could have from the Halloween H2O, I think was the one when Jamie Lee Curtis cuts his head off with the axe. I feel like they should have just ended off, because when we got Halloween Resurrection, that was horse shit. That was like.
When Jamie Lee Curtis cuts his face off with a head off with an axe, that is Halloween. Which one is that? Halloween 5?
I think Halloween H2O. I believe. I think that was.
Is that H2O?
I haven't watched that one in years.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly, that particular Halloween is not part of there's 2 Halloween universes.
Yeah.
You have to remember that. There's 2 completely different Michael Myers universes. If you include Rob Zombie, there's 3. So
yeah.
You know, like that. I don't think that movie was originally supposed to be part of the legit Michael Myers universe. I think that was just like a fucking side thing. That's what
the one that to me was confusing that shouldn't have been a Halloween sequel was the Halloween Witches Hour. Yeah, when they had the girl with the witch mask and the jack-o'-lantern mask, that one was bullshit.
Yeah, I explained to Amanda that originally Halloween, it was going to be like a Twilight Zone, but in theaters, like every movie was going to be like a sick, twisted story that happened on Halloween. So it was going to be like the Twilight Zone or Tales from the Crypt. It would be called Halloween, but it would be called like Season of the Witch, and it would be like some crazy story that happened on Halloween.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But Michael Myers was so popular that's why they made the franchise revolve around him.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He's a popular villain.
But yeah, originally it was going to be like the Twilight Zone. Every movie was going to be like a different fucked up story.
Exactly.
What did you guys think of Anthony Michael Hall being brought in to like kill him or whatever? I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. It's just like it was I'm still trying to get used to the whole ending, how they killed Michael Myers. It's just how they had that huge parade too at the very ending.
That was weird.
That was so weird because everybody was a straight asshole to Jamie Lee Curtis and everybody and everything. Yeah. And when they found out the news that Michael was dead, they all formed like a huge parade.
Right.
I never in my life screamed at my laptop so loud out of anger. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yes, like, he is not dead. Clearly. So, I mean, yeah, I get that. I get it. Yeah. It's a roller coaster of emotion. That's why I love that series so much, is because you're just like, it's love and hate and fucking like, this doesn't make sense, but that doesn't make sense, but whatever. So,
right.
I think that's the beauty of it, personally.
Yeah. Especially for
tonight.
And I'll have to say, for the last movie that I was actually very good for a series was the last Scream movie, Scream 6. That movie was actually really good. I really enjoyed that one.
I did not see that. Oh,
that was very good. I'll consider that as one of the lists for this year.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, I don't know. Have we watched any new movies?
Well, we watched that fucked up Hulu movie called The Windmill or The Mill.
The Mill. That was so good.
The best way to describe that movie, y'all, it's kind of like, it's like Saw and Squid Games. It's like that show in that movie. It's fucked up shit.
Yeah,
I got to see that.
Or it's like Hunger Games, and it's like Hunger Games too, I guess.
Yeah, it's like those, but also mixed with like Alfred Hitchcock Presents and like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, but in a movie.
Fucking weird. And so yeah, it was so fucking good. Loved it.
It was fucked up too.
And this is on Netflix?
It's on Hulu.
Oh, Hulu? Okay, I gotta check that out for sure.
Original. Yeah. Did you guys go over like best or like favorite releases of the year?
Yes.
You did? Poop.
Oh, if I had to make it into the list, I would have to say Mattapelli's album, Welcome to the Sanctum. That album was fucking great.
I still listen to that, and I still didn't see it coming. Like, I remember they messaged me, like, oh, just so you know, we shouted you out on our new album. And at first, I was like, okay, cool. But then when I actually heard it, I'm like, holy shit. And it's actually the first song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I heard that, I was like, no way, that's so cool. Like, I was just like, dude, that rocks.
But I think that was also, like, my highlight this year. I mean, I'm not like bragging, but it's cool that like people like gave me, I'm like hearing people shout me out in songs, or you have people like using like parts of when I like had people like on my show, like using parts of like me like introducing them to the show as like part of their intro. People have done that on their releases, which is dope.
Exactly. That's how genuine Matt and Ant Dog are, man. It's like,
yes,
they know who the realists are and they give them that love that they deserve. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they both told me, even like before I had them on the show for the first time, they're like, we're not gonna lie, Don, but we've been watching your show for years, so we've been a fan of what you do for years. I'm like, well, thank you.
I was reading the chat. What were you just talking about what were we talking about?
What were we talking about?
And
oh, Matapelli music.
Oh, okay, still okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got sidetracked by the chat.
Oh, you're good.
Anyway, my favorite, like, that I forgot to mention the other day, Silver's Click's Book of the Dead, Chapter 2.
Yes.
That was.
Oh yeah.
Really,
like
really
Doc Gruesome put out a lot. Like everyone at Cerberus Click, like not only the Cerberus like album, then Doc Gruesome dropped a lot of side projects, and then Odd Prophet.
Yeah. Dude, that album, the King Wears Yellow from Doc Gruesome, that was fucking insane. Like Doc is a fucking grinder like that, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't listen to it until a little later, and I was like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, even that and Black Heart Machine from Kung Fu Vampire was a fantastic
I haven't
album.
heard that one. I haven't heard much from Kung Fu Vampire.
Yeah, I've been telling Lady Chaos she would like him because he has like almost like by his voice, he has like that Bay Area flow because he's from the Bay Area where she grew up.
San Jose, yeah. Shout out to Kung Fu Vampire, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to San Jose.
Yeah, he's grinding himself up too, because back then he was on that wicked shit too. But the more he expanded and evolved himself, now when you look at him now, he looks like one of those old school like 1970s rock stars with the tall hair, with the varsity jacket on and everything. You know, he's just doing his own style because he's an 80s baby. He loves that retro shit. You know what I mean? He rocks whatever that he fits his style to it, and he still keeps on going.
And I like how, like, I remember years ago he was starting to get recognition, like from like Hip Hop DX, which was dope.
Yeah,
and it's
hell
cool.
yeah.
And as much as people like to rag on this person, but it's still cool to see someone succeed in a good way. Like Jelly Roll, people may not like him now, but that dude started out really underground. Now look how great and successful he's being.
Motherfucker's a platinum record award artist. You know what I mean? He was traveling the world. He's getting that recognition. I'm so fucking proud of Jelly Roll, man.
I know, and I still fuck with Jelly Roll. Like, remember his old shit when he would do like some 3-6 Mafia shit, and people like, oh, all he does is country. I'm like, but if you listen, he does do rap every now and then still too.
Exactly. You know what I mean? He's comfortable the way he is because he's a Southern boy. You know what I mean? He's just sticking with his roots the way he does it, and he's perfect with it. And he has a voice when he does it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I've always loved like all hip hop. I mean, I love West Coast shit because that's where I grew up. But my other favorite type of hip hop is like some down south shit, like 3-6 Mafia, you know, Ghetto Boys.
Mm-hmm. All that shit. You know what I mean?
You know, like Outkast. Outkast is my fucking shit.
I fucks with Outkast too. They're my childhood favorites too, like along with DMX because they're so creative with their shit.
And I like how Outkast, third example, every album they did together was always different. That was dope.
Exactly. Like they'll switch it up to like regular hip hop. They'll just switch up the gangster, and they'll switch it up to like that jazzy, like southern, like blues style to it. You know what I mean? It's very It's very like versatile how they put it together.
Yeah, I always liked Anti-Aliens because it was all very spacey themed.
Yeah, that shit was fire.
Yeah, like that's probably like my top album by him, but it's always hard to pick.
Yeah, exactly. It's always so hard.
I gotta say, the speaker box and Love Below really, really, really got to me. I loved that record.
Yeah.
But
sorry,
yeah,
Miss Jackson.
Yes.
Which I'm gonna make us all mark out here on live. I don't know if you guys heard, but Andre 3000 recently teased, and he said he wants to get back together with B-Boy and record another fucking Outkast album.
Dude, if they legitimately do that, I'll be buying that fucking record in a fucking heartbeat for real.
And what's cool is I found out like the basement studio where they used to record, that studio is now turned into an Airbnb. How dope is that?
Dude, that's insane, dude.
I was like, I would love to go there.
Wow.
I would love to stay there at that Airbnb and go, history was made at this house because it used to be an actual basement studio. Like, what was the name of the record label?
Oh, I should fucking know this.
I think it was called Basement House something.
Something like that, yeah. Oh, dude, that's legendary too. It's like, dude, if I go to that Airbnb, I'm gonna flex the fuck out of it because I love Outkast, man.
Hell yeah.
And I always liked how like Andre 3000, like Big Boy was like the gangster, and Andre the 3000 was just out there. He would wear these like crazy outfits.
Yeah. I love that guy's style. That guy's an old soul. You can tell he's an old soul.
Oh yeah, and he's very creative in his own way, and that's what I love about Outkast, because Andre 3000 was on that creative, like, out of this world type feel, and B-Boy is like that gangster rap style to it, and he would chop it up too, and he's fast with his shit too. You know what I mean? He's like, he gets that flow like right perfectly.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah. I wanted to ask you about our hometown. So how? First, I forget. How old are you again? If you don't want
32.
32. So I got 10 years. So we
Damn, you're my age.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got like 11 years on you. That's fine. So when you were younger, growing up in the Bay Area or San Jose, whatever, what do you remember most about like any kind of music scene there? Going to any shows like at the community centers or the senior centers or anything like that. Do you remember doing anything like that when you were a kid?
I used to go to this one. Well, sometimes when my sisters will love these like boy bands and stuff like that, we would go to the SAP Center when they do all these like big events and everything. We go check those shows out. We would have the Sofa Lounge in downtown San Jose where they have like live jazz shows and everything. People chilling on couches in the middle of the street, right in First Street. We still run that. We still have that events around there. And just shows around, like, sometimes we get the shows like in the Ritz too. Like sometimes we'll have these like metal shows and everything. Like I think 2 years ago, me and my boy Sharky, we went to the Ritz for a golf night where they would play all these like classic alternative 1990s like alternative music and stuff that, like Sum 41 and everything.
Hell yeah.
And especially when you see these youngsters too, and I'm saying this like I'm an old guy and shit. I'm 32, but still, I still call that. And I was like, what y'all know about these 1999s like hits like this? You know what I mean? It's like and I love that shit.
Yeah, that's what Lady Chaos told me. There's like a nightclub here. It's called like the Black Castle, and it's like
called the Castle. It's in Ybor City, and it's a goth club.
And it plays alternative music and shit.
No, actually, no, they play EBM, industrial, EDM, that kind of shit. But like I like that place. But were you around in the times of the Cactus Club?
Yeah, around that time, yeah.
Did you ever get to go there to see anybody play?
I have not, but I always I've always heard stories about it so many times, and I've always wanted to go to that place, but I couldn't.
Yeah, that's too bad because they closed down. I remember when they closed down, but I saw some really fun people there. But that was like an icon of San Jose. What's that?
Yeah. Who all did you see there?
I saw the Dandy Warhols. I saw Skank and Pickle. A lot of like really local bands.
Yeah, the one thing I was so disappointed when I was like still young was when Esham came to San Jose for one of his tours when they came to the Avalon, and now that I heard that place like closed down too, and I was so disappointed.
Yeah. Oh, I miss that place like a lot, but yeah, the music there it really was. It was pretty fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I always love hearing her stories about like the punk scene and stuff down there.
It's really big too. The San Jose is really known for their punk rock scene.
Yep.
That's what.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. The thing is about San Jose too, it's like people think it's a regular city in the Bay Area. Hey, there's a lot of stars that have grown from San Jose. Like you had Smash Mouth was from San Jose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
you have people like Bailey from WWE. She was from San Jose, California. She's fucking killing that shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And the guy who invented Napster, I think he was from San Jose.
He's from San Jose. Yep.
Yeah, he's from San Jose. Like just tons of people, and like
Even
I think people.
Even the creator from Invader Zim and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, he's from San Jose.
Yeah,
that's dope.
That's what I say, like myself, bro. I'm so happy to be born and raised in San Jose because these fucking cats like that are born in the city we're at.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love
Invader
Zim.
Me too. Me too.
That's my childhood cartoon.
Maniac. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac was
Yes.
where he went in and didn't he go to in one part he went into a Taco Bell and killed everybody with a spork.
Yeah, because they were all making fun of him because of the way he looked.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I remember that. Totally. Did you ever get to go down like into the East Bay up to like Gilman or like bottom of the hill or anything like that? Did you ever go over there? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been to that spot around that area. I even been to that comic book store with when the creator of Invader Zim started up his career and everything. I used to go there, check through comics and everything. I was like, holy shit.
Right on. That's cool. That's so cool. I went to the Gilman once, and we ended up seeing Dillinger Escape Plan, and this was way before they became famous. And I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, we have a question for you guys. One of you guys to answer.
Burlingame is like in between. It's like near San Mateo or something like. Right
yeah, somewhere between San Mateo, around that area.
Yeah. It's a nice place. I used to actually work in Burlingame at this place called World Wraps when I was
nice.
Yeah, funnily enough. But yeah. So yeah, what was I saying?
Oh, just where you used to work.
No, before that. Anyway.
We're talking about Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, and I saw Dillinger Escape Plan at the Gilman before they were popular. And that was...
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
That was... Thank you. That was a very weird experience, because I was like... I must have been 18, and... I never heard of these guys before, so we went in there and these guys were moshing in the weirdest fucking way I've ever seen. They're just flailing their arms all over the place. I'm like, what? What is this? What is this? Because I was really young, so I'm like, what is this? So yeah, I was just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty wild with the punk scene in San Jose. Like we're in that traditional shit where people will swing their fists at people's faces and still keep it going and everything. It's wild as shit.
Yeah, she always told me that she used to hold her own in the pit.
Yeah, when I was younger. Well, yeah.
Yeah, nobody's safe. It's like even you're standing outside where everybody's going, people will still come at you and still throw shit at you or swing their fists at you and everything.
Right?
And we have another guest going. Please welcome, he wants to come on for a bit. Please welcome the official drummer for Chuckklez, Irate.
Hey! My boy.
How you guys doing?
Good, brother. How about yourself, man?
Good, you know. Does this mask make me look fat?
Makes you beautiful as fuck.
Your fat face makes you look fat.
I mean, I don't have one right now, but we're still gonna say it. Mask gang.
Mask gang.
Mask gang. I'll get it. I'll get one.
Oh yeah, brother. That's if anybody does not know, Irate is my official drummer, man. This guy works his fucking asses off, non-fucking stop, man. It's like I'm so proud of him where he's at right now, man.
Is he doing some drums off the album?
Actually, we were gonna get a single for the new album. We're still gonna plan that for sure.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna fly out there. I'm probably gonna fly out there before the album comes out, dude.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, might as well. Maybe make a music video too. Who knows?
Dude, let's do it up. Let's get up Nobi and get something going for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I just want to say I'm fucking proud of you, brother. Like,
oh yeah,
all these other
Thank
artists
you.
fucking take note and fucking look at what you've been doing all these years and fucking just fucking do the same fucking thing, man.
Thank you very much, bro.
Grind is hard. Fucking be cool with fucking everybody, and you won't have to deal with bullshit.
Exactly. The more you stay humble, the real that you're gonna have people like fucks with you. You know what I mean? I fucks with you to the day I die, man.
That's why we all mash well together, because all of us are like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bay Area magic too, my friend.
Yes. Bay Area style. Because I remember when Irate was before he was a drummer, because he was starting up where I was too. Because I remember the first song that he did was with Gorilla Voltage, Ouija board. That shit was like fucking hella fire. And I started like checking out more of his music because we were supposed to meet each other in person. Because I think it was when Blaze Your Dead Homie and Boondocks came to San Jose. Because I remember you told me that you went to that show, and I was so bummed I couldn't even make it out to that event itself.
Oh yeah, that Axe's Murder Tour or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. I don't even think I ended up going to that either.
Oh shit.
With shout outs to you, Irate. For those that don't know, Irate was this dope dude that literally gave me a free ticket and took me to a Tech 9 show at Red Rocks. So thank you again for that, brother, which was my last show when I was living in Colorado at the time. So thank you again, man.
Oh man, of course, man. That night was fucking fun, and we got stoned as shit. Remember that?
Yeah, stoned as shit. That was just fucking awesome,
bro.
And that was dope. And that was dope. We got to see X sign officially to Strange Music.
Yeah,
yes.
Officially, that was sick, man.
Shouts to X-Rated, man. It's like, dude got released like 20 years and just fucking released bangers after bangers, and now signed with Strange. Fuck yeah.
You got to thank Brother Lynch. You know Brother Lynch helped make that happen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because that's his boy. Brother Lynch is his boy.
Oh yeah, they've been starting from way back when he was starting up too, man. It's like, if it wasn't for Brother Lynch, it's like we wouldn't have got X-Rated what we got, man.
Exactly. Like I always told people, like, yeah, on the in the East Coast, like everyone in the Midwest listen to Esham, but on the West Coast, we had like X-Rated and Brother Lynch and Insane Poetry. Those were like our Eshams on the West Coast.
Exactly.
Yep. Right.
But in the Bay Area wise, we had we had Mars, we had Kung Fu Vampire. You know what I mean? It's like it was expanding like even more from each realm from different parts of Cali. You know what I mean?
Right. And if you want to talk about just straight rap, you have like E40 and Too Short, and then even Tupac at one point was living in the Bay Area.
Oh yeah, he lived in Oakland for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he went to Mount Tam High. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he always had love for the Bay Area.
Hell yeah! Back in grade school, we had science camp at Morgan Headlands in 6th grade. So we were there for a week, and we climbed Mount Tamalpais and like went into all the fucking bunkers and shit. That was some awesome stuff. So yeah, anyone who's from the Bay Area knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
And you know, Planet of the Apes, the new ones, those are all filmed like in Muir Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fucking badass.
Yeah, the redwoods.
Yeah, the redwoods. Yeah, it's called Muir Woods. Yeah, and yeah, that's where those were filmed mostly.
Yeah,
so,
those new Planet of the Apes movies are so good.
Hella good.
I mean the originals are good, but these new ones are heart wrenching, and you have more sympathy for the apes. Like you're like, okay, I can see where the apes are coming from now. Yeah, humans fucking suck.
Wait, when they first started off with the new remake of Planet of the Apes, when Caesar began his first word said no, me and my dad, when we watched that scene, we were on the edge of our seat. It was like, holy shit.
I was cheering. I'm like,
I cried, dude. I fucking cried. Yeah. I'm lame as fuck.
Or the part like when his like father like finally like lets him like live in the wilderness, and he's like, "Come home with me." He's like, "Caesar is home."
That part got me emotionally like in my feels.
It made me cry so bad. Oh Jesus.
And that's one thing I liked about Caesar is he knew that not all humans were terrible. There was good and bad people.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Kingdom.
That's going to be so good.
I don't know if I can watch it. I can't get through
the first one.
I can't get through it. No, wait, I got through the first one.
It hits you in your feels. You just have to be prepared when it comes around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Andy Serkis deserves an award. That dude is such a great actor.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Agreed. I totally agree. But like, it brings back trauma from Neverending Story when the scene when Artex dies.
Yes.
That ruined me for fucking any other animal scene ever. So I was like, I can't watch this. I can't.
Yeah, and you know what's so crazy? The person who played Caesar, I did not know he also played Venom in the Venom movies.
Yeah, Don told me that. Didn't you tell me that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I was like, nah. But yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, those new ones are just so good.
Click that because I'll never say it again.
I'm looking forward for the new Venom movie. I don't give a fuck about the new Spider-Man. I just need a new Venom movie.
Well, and I liked because now I saw the trailer. Andrew Garfield's gonna be back in it, and Tom Holland. So it's gonna answer the question: which universe does his Venom belong to?
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
That's gonna be crazy.
But then if you've seen, spoiler alert, at the end of that one Spider-Man, Venom leaves, but then he leaves a part of his symbiote. So that explains how Venom's gonna be in every different universe. He's gonna leave each portion of the symbiote in like different universes.
I noticed that too. One of the was it Injustice, right? When they were doing like little sneak peeks, because you know how Marvel always does like those sneak peek footages right after the movie is over and stuff like that. I always like that shit.
Yeah, some of those are the best movies, and even those like Spider-Verse movies, those animated movies, the animation is so good, and the movies are fucking good.
Those are good. Yeah. I saw a trailer for the first Spider-Verse movie, and I forget who, somebody made me watch it, and I was like, fine. I cried. It was so awesome.
She was like, okay, and she's like an animated Spider-Man movie, all right, but then when she's seen the trailer, she's like, damn, that is some solid animation.
It's so good.
Not only that, but I was was more like an animated Spider-Man movie. Shall rave. So that's more like what I said. But yeah, then I fucking loved it. It was awesome.
They're making a new Blade movie.
Yeah, I seen that.
Oh man, they're even making a new Blade video game.
Yes,
I seen the I seen the trailer of the video game one that Sinrip showed me, and it's like, holy shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, those new Marvel games have been so dope.
Oh yeah, I've heard that new Spider-Man game was fucking insanely good too.
Yeah, and I like that with the new Spider-Man games. It feels like GTA, but you can go anywhere in New York as Spider-Man, and if there's a crime happening, you can stop that crime.
Exactly. Cool. You get like side missions a lot more, and the story mode is good, and the models that they give for Spider-Man are so fucking sick.
Yeah, you can play like all those different versions of Spider-Man.
I used to hate Spider-Man.
Bring Miles back too. Oh yeah.
I love Spider-Man now. I used to hate Spider-Man. Then Don made me watch them all. I was like, well, these are actually really good.
I know. And even Lady Chaos watched like Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield is very underrated. Andrew Garfield did a good Spider-Man. I don't care what.
He is my favorite Spider-Man for sure. But like Tobey Maguire, I did not care for his Spider-Man until he went to emo Spider-Man or Venom, whatever. But
yeah. Well, Tobey Maguire, he was the original Spider-Man. I feel like he was more into like emotional. And then when you got Andrew Garfield and what's the new Spider-Man?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, yeah. They were bringing more into that excitement feel to it. And for Tobey Maguire, they did it more traditionally.
Traditional, right. Well, I get that. Just a little gay. But
and I like how these like with these Tom Holland movies, they're making it like Harry Potter. You get to watch Spider-Man grow up like in the comics, because everyone who knows when he started being Spider-Man, he was still in high school. So the first 3 movies, he's in high school. These new movies are going to be him in college, and then the next movies are going to be him as an adult and stuff.
Right.
Right.
The
I think
evolution grows.
I think that's why people love Spider-Man, because he's also very relatable. Like we always say, yeah, we were considered that weird kid growing up too, or considered that nerdy kid growing up too in school.
Oh yeah.
What did you guys think of Twilight as the new Batman?
What was that?
What did you guys think of Twilight as the new Batman?
He was more emo as hell than I would consider him as Batman.
I mean, I'll give him credit. I won't say he's not a bad actor. He is a good actor.
Yeah, I don't hate on the guy because he had that doubt where people say, "Am I gonna really be this good in the past Batman?" So he brought it the way how he portrayed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, as far as like that Batman being good and dark and very adult-like, it was dope.
And the dude who played Riddler, that more psychotic version of him, he was fucking good. I like that version.
Yeah, I forget who that was, but Lady Chaos was shocked who that was, and she's like, "No fucking way."
Yeah, it was who the fuck was that?
You might have to look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did. I was like, no fucking way.
Just like the dude who played the Penguin, you wouldn't even recognize him. And
Colin Farrell.
Yeah,
and I think Colin Farrell played a good Penguin.
He didn't do too bad. Yeah.
But Edward the Vampire as Batman, I was not too happy with that. I don't know, I realized, okay, so my problem with it was he was a shitty Bruce Wayne. He was a shitty Bruce Wayne. He did not embody the part at all. And I realized that he's young and just coming into, being who he is as Bruce Wayne. But I did not like his portrayal of Bruce Wayne at all. And then
I feel like it was like a multiverse where Bruce was starting to become where he was as Batman after getting trying to get what's the word for it? Let go from what happened with his parents when he died, basically, because he was still like I said, he was in that emo phase, basically.
That's why they explain this movie is like his first years as being Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And he's only going to get worse,
Yeah.
And you gotta always, and you always gotta find someone that can play a good Bruce Wayne and Batman. Like everyone gives like Ben Affleck shit for playing Batman, but he played a good Bruce Wayne pretty good.
He was a fine Batman. But the only Batman that I really actually acknowledge is Michael Keaton.
And for me, it's Michael Keaton, and then second is Christian Bale.
Yeah, Michael Keaton, because that's Tim Burton did those movies.
Yeah.
And Tim Burton did the Michael Keaton, yeah. And I don't normally like Tim Burton, but I loved his Batman.
Yeah, his Batman was more better. The only thing was shit was when Tommy Lee Jones played as Two-Face.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That wasn't Tim Burton, though.
No, it wasn't.
And I love Jim Carrey, but I wish Tim Burton did like the third Batman, because he was going to have Robin Williams play the Riddler, and I can actually see that.
That'd have
been good.
I would have dug that.
Because Robin Williams can be funny, but he can be very serious and crazy in movies too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I just don't know about the Riddler. I don't. Wait, who produced the first Batman? Who produced Michael Keaton's Batman?
Oh yeah, and Danny DeVito is a legendary Penguin.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna drive me crazy. Anyway, yeah. So like all the Batmans are good except for George Clooney. No.
No.
And Val Kilmer, not so much. And then, like, obviously, Robert Pattinson, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Christian Bale was good as Batman, though. I liked
Christian Bale's. Yeah, me too. I liked his Batman.
The only thing I just can't stop laughing when he's trying to have that dark, raspy voice when he's Batman. Swear to me.
I know, dude.
Oh, that's one way to get Lady Chaos to laugh. I'll like laugh. I'll randomly go up to her and I'm like, "Where are the other drugs going?
Where are they?"
Like, bro, leave me alone. What are you talking about? I don't know.
There's like funny videos you guys need to watch. It's called College Humor, and they do a parody of his Batman. Like, there's one called Batman Can't Stop Thinking About Sex. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh. Those sketches are really funny. Did you ever see Bat? Did you ever see Bat Dad on?
That dude was funny.
Yeah, Bat Dad was funny as hell.
Yeah, he was really. Yeah, he was pretty fucking funny. I love.
I fucking love Bat Dad.
Yeah, Bat Dad was really cool. Yeah.
That dude needs to make more videos again. That dude was funny.
Yeah.
Right?
Is he still making more content, or is he settled down now?
I have no idea. Another person that I've told people they need to check out is Ginger Billy. That dude is funny as fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh, there was another Batman that was so funny. It was hey Ray, do you remember that one animation Batman we did the covers from Metalocalypse of Death Clock shit?
Yeah.
That one was funny as fuck.
That sounds pretty cool. Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for Chuckklez.
Yo.
Are you gonna have any masks for pre-order?
Oh yes. Me and Ron Sample are trying to get some like bundles out for that for sure. Because I've been wanting to get that for sure.
Oh hell yeah.
Come on now. Let's go.
I know. A lot of people have been hitting me up about that. When am I gonna get my own like mask replicas made? I'll try to get some pre-orders made, hopefully for the new year comes around so we can put something together. So be on the lookout for that shit.
Me and Lady Chaos will definitely get some Chuckklez masks if they're available.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm getting one.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of which, I am definitely, after this new album drops, I am definitely going to retire this mask because it's been on its last battles, and I feel like it's about to be tear apart in so many ways. Even Ray knows.
I see. Oh, yeah.
So are you thinking of like doing that like with every like release, like maybe like doing like a different mask every time, like how some people do? I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, that was my major plan too, because after when I did my album Mind of Evilness, I was rocking the Stitch face mask, was all like a leather like skin face type of feel, and that's when I originally like evolved from this. And this is the only mask that I've worn so far that's been the longest in my career. So once I get this whole entire album, I'm definitely gonna hit up Ron to give me a new look for it. So the idea is already made, but it's only a matter of time for sure.
Well, yeah, dude, just letting you know, man. It was possible before because you would have done it either way, but it's fully possible now, my friend.
Yes, sir.
So, Ray, I want to ask you, how long have you been playing drums?
Oh man, I think I started playing around like 11, and I set my whole bedroom with all my pillows up. So
yeah.
The sound, the lockout sound.
I learned how to play on pillows.
Oh, that's right. Oh, the pillow things.
Yeah, I couldn't afford a drum. Poor bastard. But I made my own drum set, and then when I got on one day, it just came to me like naturally. It was nuts. So ever since cool. It was like I think it was like 12, around 12, yeah. So,
oh yeah.
36 now. Yeah.
All I gotta say is hashtag DJ Pots and Pans.
Yeah.
I had pots.
Tell them that story, honey.
There isn't a story. I just said one day that if I were a DJ, my name would be DJ Pots and Pans.
Because she used to play pans when she was Pots and Pans.
Well, yes, because I used to sit in my mom's kitchen and mess with her.
I think we all did that as kids.
I mean, we all did that when we were kids for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I did that, and my parents have a video of it, which is awesome.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I think DJ Pots and Pans is funny.
That's a clever name.
I like that. I like it.
It would either be that or DJ Scrambles the Death Dealer.
Metalocalypse reference. When they're trying to name other hurricanes and shit, they're trying to figure out what we need to do with this hurricane. Oh, we don't do anything. We just name hurricanes. I was like, okay, we'll call it Scrambles. Scrambles the Death Dealer.
Okay, honey, now we need to watch that show again tonight.
I knew where it came from.
I do too.
Cody used to say it all the time. Yeah. Yes. I love that show. Especially, what's his face? God, now we can't remember the guy's name with the froey brown hair and the, yeah.
Oh, Murderface.
Yeah, Murderface. God damn, it's been a long time. Yeah, Murderface thing. I don't know. I know this is not like the most hilarious thing ever, but when they're trapped somewhere and he has a can of beans and he spills it and he's like, oh, why don't I just kill myself? And I'm like, you know what? That's exactly how I would have reacted. Fuck this shit. So,
oh, that was the episode when they're in that submarine trying to record a record or something like that.
Yeah,
and he was eating a can of beans and it spilled over him, so he took his shoes off and they stink and he throws up all his beans over himself.
Yeah. Why don't I just kill myself? Oh.
Yeah, there's just something about that classic like Adult Swim shows.
I miss it when it was used to be hella good, especially with Metalocalypse was one of my favorites. Not only because it was funny as fuck, but the music they put out of it on each episode was so fucking good. You know what I mean?
It was. Yeah, it was. What shows? Let's see.
Brack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't touch me.
The Boondocks.
Yeah.
We love the Boondocks.
We even love Squidbillies. Squidbillies is funny.
Squidbillies is so awesome.
Remember the time?
It makes me cry.
Remember the time they had a Juggalo episode on Squidbillies?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I finally showed Amanda that, and she's like, now I know why you say clowny daggers, y'all.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Oh man.
Or that Squidbilly episodes when they're thinking the rapture is gonna happen and shit.
Oh, that episode was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Gotta love the old school like Adult Swim days for real. Always watch that with that and Tsunami as well.
Yes.
Hey, Chuckles, you ever thought of making an animated music video?
So far, me and Grim B put out an animation music video for our song "I Will Always Be Dead," but always been planning on trying to get more animation videos for sure to get going.
Nobi's pretty good, man.
Yeah, Nobi's work is fantastic. The one he did for your music video with Gorilla Voltage, I definitely got to hit him up with that.
I think that was the first one he ever made, actually.
Oh, you were the first ones he did? Fuck yeah, dude.
I'm a fan, actually, and he killed it.
Oh yeah. Because I always love the music video wise where people involve music in music videos, like especially like from Ill Bill's music videos, like My Uncle Shoots Heroin. That shit was fucking. That's one of my favorite ones right there.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yes, that's definitely a good right one too. Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yep, that's the one.
That, and we've been watching Check It Out with Dr. Steve Grohl.
Yeah.
That show.
Dr. Steve Grohl. That show is so funny.
That's another classic Adult Swim show.
Oh my god, I love that shit.
Like the way he it's funny when he like mispronounces the people's names and then it shows how their name actually is spelled. Like he goes, Sandy Drunkerson.
Yeah, she's like Janet Farsight, and he's like, this is Kathy Drunkerson. Why are you doing that?
Or he's like, you dingus.
Yeah, dingus.
Where's my dingus pants? And then when he was in the restaurant having dinner with wait, never mind. Yeah, when he was in the restaurant having dinner, and he's like, he ordered like one of everything on the menu, and he met Sunshine, who turned out to be his cousin.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yep.
God, that show kills me. It's so funny. Oh, that show.
They get away with so much murder on that shit.
John C. Reilly is very underrated. That dude is funny.
He is.
It was fucking hilarious.
Like really especially in Step Brothers.
Step Brothers and Walk Hard was my favorite John C. Reilly movies.
You have to call me
I don't know if I ever saw that.
Say, we're smoking reefer. You don't want no part of this shit.
Or, I mean, a lot of people don't like him in Talladega Nights, or they don't like Talladega Nights. I think that movie's funny.
I think it was pretty decent. I like that movie.
I like when he's like, why do you got the radio and the TV going at the same time? And John C. Reilly's like, because I like to party.
Oh man, especially the part in the movie Walk Hard when he was on cocaine for the first time. He was on that punk rock phase.
Yeah.
He's like, don't you dare try to stifle me. Whose band is this anyway? You cocksucker! I will punch you in the mouth. And he was all apologetic after that. He's like, I'm so sorry, man. Oh, that was one of the John C. Reilly movies that legitimately put me in tears because it was so fucking good.
Yeah. Step Brothers will always put me in tears no matter how many times I watch it.
Oh yeah.
Hey Chuckles, what's your next music video you're coming out with?
Next music video, since I'm gonna put that out there, so me and Dano are working on a music video called Murder All the Time, which will be on the new album Horror Spinning Unstable. And we got a cameo from you inside that video as well.
Am I in that video?
Oh yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one we were shooting the first night you were here.
Yeah, because we had that drive scene where Dano wanted to say, oh, we should have you in the back of a car and you have Irate having the mask like you're the driver and everything.
Oh yeah, okay, I am in that video. Holy shit.
If Dano don't put you in the video, then someone's gonna get hurt. Shout out to Dano, by the way.
Hey, we got into an accident that night, didn't we?
Oh yeah. Well, because we went to that Denny's right after that, and you try to back up reverse, and you ran to a light pole and some shit.
Because you know what? These assholes were distracting me. Okay?
Yep.
That's what I'm blaming on Chuckles and Dano. All right?
Oh, man.
Hey, no scratches, though. We're good. We're good.
No dents, just a little scratch, but that shit was funny as fuck.
We're high as fuck, though, huh?
Oh yeah, we were hella fucking high around that time.
That's the first time I ever did that. That was crazy.
Note to self, this is what happens when you hang out with me and Dano in person.
Hell yeah. Like, do you guys have any last words before we let you guys go? And then do you guys of course have any shout outs?
Oh yes, first of all, thanks to this beautiful motherfucker Irate right here. Puts in a lot of work, puts in a lot of grind and everything. I love him to death. Thank you guys for having me back, man. It's always a pleasure to be back on here again. Shouts to Scum, shouts to IP, Smalls One, Class, Damian Quinn, Bloody Ruckus, Batapelli Music, Michael Lawless, Cody Manson, motherfucking everybody, even Uncle Lynch too, man. Everybody, the whole Snuff crew, man. It's I love y'all to death for having me on, and it's just a blessing to be part of the family now. And everybody who's helped me from the very beginning to keep on growing, bro. This is all for you guys. I can't say I've done this by myself. Y'all are the reasons why I still keep on going, man. Now it's up for life.
Hell yeah, and thank you for always supporting us too, bro. Like I said, we're always going to all continue to uplift each other and help each other out. And yeah, Snuff Gang till the day we die. Blind death, motherfuckers.
Yes, sir. Evil shit.
Hell yeah.
I'm just glad not to be perpetuating that shit. Anyway.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dude. Thank y'all very much, man. I love y'all to death, man. Thank you.
Hell yeah. And with that said, we are out, y'all.
Evil shit for life. Blind death. LSP. Yeah, yeah.